All right, guys. Welcome to MagnoTrading.com. We're going to set everything up here. Hopefully, you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully, you guys traded well. Today was an opportunistic day, not necessarily as much as Friday or Thursday, but still a great opportunity out there to go after it. Today's 6/7, day 366. And minus 86. Alright, guys. Just getting everything set up here. Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in. I am live going over today's minus 86K day. Alright, there's that. You know, trading floor, there's that. Small caps. Options. So yeah. Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. You know, today was an opportunistic day. Nothing too crazy, but still had the opportunities to do some things out there that, you know, could have been, capitalized on. Let's go live on TikTok. Oh, I got to post on my social media as well. Okay, I'm going to get up here. 1 second here, guys. 1K. So again, guys, hope you guys had a great trading day out there. Like I said, today, you know, there was opportunities. BIIB did not pan out like I wish it would have or like I thought it would have, but I'm still watching it into tomorrow. That's something that, you know, I want you guys to keep an eye on because that was a huge news, and I'll go over that today. I'm just getting everything set up for you guys. Like I said, today was very opportunistic. If you're on the right side of things, nothing too crazy, but there were still opportunities left and right. If you have a proper plan, a process, and a strategy, you can capitalize from that. Today, though, my plan, my process, my strategy, I did not capitalize from that, which, you know, is okay. You know, I make mistakes. I'm a trader. I'm human. What was CLOV? So, yeah, I mean, today was definitely... I think it was a slower day than Thursday and Friday of last week. Can you guys hear me? Oops. Can you guys hear me pretty clearly? And then what's the other one? Let's do, we can do ATOS. All right, cool. Just posted that on social media. What's going on Instagram, John? What's going on Ed? What's going on Rig? What's going on Sims? What's going on Ian Jones? Justin, Omar, Jose, Jason, Pink, Frank, Paul, Steven, Pink, Alan. What's going on, guys? All right, we are going to start the live here. All right, cool. What's going on, Patrick? What's going on, Steve? What's going on, Jacobson? Jacobson, good to see you on. As always, you're a loyal NoMagnoTrading.com member. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull the charts over here. So, give me one moment. There's that. And then let me make sure we get this closed down here. All right. Cool. All right, guys. So today we're gonna go over today's trades, and as I said, today, I basically just took one trade. I mean, I know I was up about 18 grand to start the day, and I started to realize, I kind of don't really have a whole lot of setups that I'm loving. I'm kind of sitting there like realizing, I'm not really enjoying what I'm seeing. I'm not really getting aggressive with anything that I see out there, and today was one of those days where I kind of started and I'm like, I don't really like, what the price action today. And, I was up 18 grand and I'm sitting there and it's about, 10:30, 11 o'clock and, BIB opens about 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. And that was the only focus that I had today, guys, was BIIB. And that was because we saw the news on Alzheimer's. And we haven't seen an Alzheimer's drug pass like this in 20 years. So this is huge news on this stock, and I'm actually overnight the stock, and I'll be adding on dips as well for a swing trade. This news on this stock is incredible. I'm really happy for, healthcare to be able to take advantage of the situation that we have in front of us, which is, we have these diseases out there that, are not necessarily the best, like ALS or like Alzheimer's or, things of that nature. I mean, there's a lot of bad disease out there, but our health industry is really taking care of some of these things slowly but surely, and they take a long time. So it's pretty incredible and pretty exciting to see the technology and to see the healthcare out there. It's really taking this to the next level, and this was a huge deal for BIIB as well as the world. So I'm really happy to see that, and I really think there's opportunity as well to make some profit on this. And even though every single reputable source for news says that drug doesn't work, don't know if it works. Okay, all right. I don't know what that means, but okay. Anyways, guys, so this news has been news been waited on for 20 years. And when you see something this big in news, this big a caliber, and we've been waiting this long, usually, you're going to get opportunities to the upside. And, basically what happened is we had a huge gap, and then all we did was kind of sell off. And right now we're trying to find buyers meeting sellers, sellers meeting buyers. And I really do think we're getting close on this one. We had kind of the first move down. Like, I got long. I had to buy orders out of the gates, and my average was 440. So I was thinking up to 468, and I really thought, we'd get to 500 plus, and that wasn't the case. Once we got back down to my entry, I was like, okay, I'm stopping out. And I made, nothing crazy. I think it was like 5, 6, 7, 8 grand, something like that. And then this thing halted down, and I started to buy the dips. And then we just kind of looked ugly. I mean, we kind of consolidated, and we're just looking kind of weak because all we were doing was kind of consolidating with lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. But we also aren't moving down that strongly either. There's a point of a diminishing return. And so, you're kind of seeing this kind of try and sell off, but at the same time, it's taking a long time to see any kind of move to the downside. So to me, it shows a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers trying to figure out where this thing's going. But there is plenty of buyers because it's getting held up. I mean, the lows today was after hours at 390. Basically seeing that, and then after hours we're kind of holding, and then, we consolidated for basically, now we're at 3 or 4 hours inside of 410 to 390 range. That's a pretty tight range for a stock gapping up that much. Best case scenario, we get 370s, 380s tomorrow, and this thing starts to climb. Worst case scenario, we get under 350s, and I probably stop out, look for a re-entry. I might stop out like 375 and look for a re-entry about 355s, 360s. But I think that with this kind of news, with catching this thing off guard this much, I think there's a lot of opportunity on this one. And I want you guys to keep familiar with this name, BIIB, Volunteers, Alzheimer's Treatment Approval. So it's actually pretty awesome news to see this, and I think there's a lot of upside in the stock as well. But the moral of the story is I got long biased, and we didn't have enough volatility to the upside to make anything. I actually lost about, I would say probably 100K in the name. But I have, and a lot of people are going to ask, do I regret this? I don't regret this at all. This is a trade that I would take every single time, guys. The reality is this treatment is past, right? But there's still tons of people across the world who have no idea this even got approved yet. Basically, this is the first day this news hit on the market, right? And now there's a lot of people out there, basically, that are just realizing that this actually passed. Now, I know that there's some people that already know about the stock, and they know they have the trial, and they're waiting for the approval, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who, made money on that. Just if you would have bought, right before, you could have made big-time money, right? Obviously, with a big gap. But now we're looking into the more predictable range of, okay, it passed, we're looking for consolidation, and then kind of a rise to the upside. Like I said, this news is awesome. It's been 20 years in the making. And, it doesn't happen every day where you see something like this. So, I'm very focused on the stock to the long side. I have some in the inherited and things of that nature. And, I tried to play this to the long side, but again, we kind of moved up and then moved down, and then we just kind of sat there. And now we're kind of just trying to find the buyers meeting sellers, buying meeting sellers, and that's where we're at. So, there's really no reason for me to go over today's trades because all it was basically was me trying to find BIIB on the long side. And then, when we were consolidating inside this wedge here, I got, chopped out of a ton of stuff. And just making stupid trade after stupid trade after stupid trade. Finally caught the short on BIB 400, covered at 393 for an $18,000 lockup, and I was done on the day. I just wanted to get one kind of win out of that thing, and I actually got on the short side. So, there's a lot of good things happening for this company now, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see where this thing goes. It'll be interesting to see how high it goes. It'll be interesting to see how it reacts over the next year and 2 years. But that's really awesome stuff. So, anyways, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. My free chat is in the link description below. My course that teaches you my processes is in the link description below. Brokers that I use, link description below. If you're interested in my scanner settings that I use, all in the links in the description below. Do stock ever become personal? No, I never look at one stock and make it personal, right? I mean, it's what I try and do is if I take 3 losses on the name, then I try and just never trade it again. And BTX is basically one of those names where I took way more than 3 losses on this thing, and I ended up almost falling in love with this because if you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red days in a row, and then the green day, and then another 2 red days, and you can kind of see how frustrating this can be. So, this is a stock that I lost. It's my all-time biggest losing name is BTX. I've never lost more money on one stock than this one. Another thing I want you guys to keep on watch, guys, is AMC. I think that this dip right here was a blessing. I think that, anybody who took entries down here could have a big opportunity going into tomorrow. I think this name can make new highs going into tomorrow. I really do, and I think that GameStop is continuously going, and then it should pull KOSS with it. KOSS goes with AMC in game. It always has so far. It always does. You can see here in the past, only reason why this thing's been running is because GameStop and AMC get over 45. If we have a crazy day at AMC in game tomorrow, then it's going to be fun to watch for KOSS and the rest of the meme names. So, let's see. But yeah. BIB, guys, this is incredible news. The goal would be to sell this over 500. Seeing the price action today, I know it's going to take a lot. It's all going to kind of depend on the gap and the price action tomorrow. There's a lot of volume on it. There's going to be a lot of volume on it because of the news that came out on it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one reacts. I hope it pays all the shareholders even more. I hope it goes to 600, 700, 800. I hope that those guys who invested in BIB long term get paid out even better. At the end of the day, I wish nothing but the best for everyone, but there's always a winner and a loser. And that's why I try and go over my trades every single day for you guys because, when I go over my trades, I feel like you guys can take bits and pieces and learn from my mistakes and learn from my winners as well. So I also have a course that teaches you my processes. The course that I have, it basically teaches you, all my strategies that I turn from. I used to take 1,000 and about 5 million. Once I got up past about 6 million, I started veering away a little bit from those strategies, but I still use probably, I would say, 70, 80, 90% of the strategies. The thing that I changed up was shorting a little bit more because I had the opportunity with my broker. But everything on there, it's all about the same concepts as I use even to this day. And so I just want to make that understandable for you guys, is realizing that, yeah, my course is probably the best learning material that I can ever produce. And it goes over the strategies on how I turned 1,000, or it's the same strategies that I use on how I took 1,000 into now, 5 million, and now we're at, I think 17.5 million, 366 business days. So, if you want to learn from them, they're there. It's up to you at the end of the day, So, other than that, guys, check out the link in the description below. I hope that you guys are taking these free streams in every single day. And if you can't afford that, then that's totally fine. Just learn from my free streams that I have every day. My free chat room is free educational content. And, I hope that you guys are enjoying the stream and keep learning and studying and studying and studying and studying. I know that I didn't go base hit mode, but that's okay. I would have tried BIB. I would have traded the same way every single time, guys. This one I look to get aggressive on because it has such incredible news. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting the NorMagnoTrading.com community. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon on there for making new videos. Cheers, team.